Who knew that West Texas's diverse weather and flat landscape would attract a multi-million-dollar corporation to run their business? The company is Bridgestone, formerly known as Firestone, and they say our area is perfect for testing their tires.
We designed that surface to push the tire to the limits at every corner.
And they've been pushing those limits ever since 1955. 6,000 acres and 8 different tracks make up the Bridgestone Proving Ground.
Some of them look like normal everyday tracks that you see in cities, in the Midwest with broken asphalt and potholes and concrete highway joints for ride comfort testing and noise measurements, interior noise measurements.
Others are designed to look like a racetrack. Take, for example, this wet handling track. And what would a story about a test track be without me seeing firsthand just how well these tires work? Well, Jim, what do you say? Let's step on it.
Let's go.
Between the swift turns and high speeds, let's just say these men have one thrilling and important job.
We need for our drivers to fully understand the handling of the car, so it becomes intuitive for them and they can concentrate on how the tires are performing.
One of the tracks even holds a world record.
Back in 1987, A.J. Foyt actually set a world speed record here. So the record is the highest average speed around a closed circuit for a complete lap, and that was 257 miles per hour in an Oldsmobile Aerotech.
But what makes this testing ground stand out even more so is that they make it a priority to take part in community events, not to mention the majority of their staffers are locals. 60 years and counting, those here at Bridgestone's tire testing facility say Fort Stockton will always be their home. Reporting in Fort Stockton, Deanne Lopez, CBS 7 News.
A day of dance called Now I'm a Warrior took place on Saturday in Odessa, raising awareness of domestic violence, and it all took place at Tammy Lockhart's dance studio. CBS 7's photojournalist Emilio Ramirez was there. Take a look at what he captured.
Yes! Yes! Let's do this! Here we go!
Dance has been the only consistent thing in my life. Dance ended up saving my life. It was the only thing that made me want to continue to fight for, something bigger than I was.
Oh, dancing!
I lived the situation for many years, and I still deal with events from the situation. A lot of people don't understand if they never lived it, if they never experienced, because it's easy for someone to say, I would never deal with that, I would never put up with that, and I would never let someone treat me like that unless they lived the situation.
And then y'all come out. Here we go.
At the time, I wasn't in a good position in a relationship, and the only thing that kept me feeling positive about who I was and what I was to become was dance. Being so close to young women every day just helps me feel good inside that maybe I can reach out to them before life does, before something similar to what happened to me would happen to them. Maybe reach out to them if they feel alone or feel weak and tell them that they aren't.
So fun, and what amazing stories. Thanks, Emilio.
Today was filled with memories and stories from former students and educators of Blackshear High School in Odessa, as former students and faculty gathered for a reunion. Now, the high school was closed in 1966 after city leaders took the initiative to integrate schools. CBS 7's photojournalist Emilio Ramirez was there capturing all the sights and sounds of this historic and emotional event.
We do yells, we go back over our high school song, our fight song, and we get to see all of our classmates.
For us, it's a celebration because all of us grew up together as a family and with teachers that supported us, and just a great feeling of family and camaraderie.
History is important. It's something you can't erase. And we were the last graduating class of 1966. such a sad occasion.
You go out in the hallway, you see a lot of the trophies and accomplishments.
So many of us have become distinguished in our fields. You know, we've got doctors, lawyers, teachers.
And that's the memories that I have of this. It's just coming back home and just seeing everybody and reminiscing about the old days.
We did it with the help of our parents, our teachers, and with one another. And we're grateful about that.
Daddy. Daddy, Daddy. Daddy.
For me, as a dad, I look forward to these days, especially the play catch thing. I'm all giddy the day before and in the morning.
I got it.
All right, now throw it to Daddy. Good job. You ready? You know, I couldn't wait to get here. We're having breakfast, and I tell my wife, we got to go. We don't want to be late. And he's the same way. He goes, man, let's go. There you go. Catch.
Get it down. Catch it down. Catch it down.
Baseball is a huge part of our family. It's what's brought me and my dad close together for years. And like you said, he's coached me since I was little. So baseball is a big part of our lives.
All right. Probably from the time he was about 10 or 11, we just loved to come out here and play, just being on the professional field and being together for a little bit to be able to throw.
Get it.
We're going to be on the field for about 15 minutes, but that 15 minutes lasts forever.
Lined up ready.
Thanks, Connie.
And the doors are open. Ready for another day at the Andrews Food Pantry. This is the second day the pantry has moved to a client choice system.
It gives them a little more dignity knowing that they get to decide which food they get from us.
The food pantry has been a staple in the community for 3 decades.
Communities need a food bank.
Varner has volunteered with the food pantry for 10 years. She knows firsthand how important her job is.
Our community has a need. The families in this community need food.
People like Roger Maxwell. He's used the pantry's services for 10 years.
If you want for food bank, I'd be hungry.
Bye.
His family is one of about 400 that come to the pantry each month. That's a lot of mouths to feed and takes a village to make it happen. Varner says her community is one of the best.
We have a lot of city support and county support. We couldn't do this if we didn't have West Texas Food Bank. I think we're making a difference.
Ask Maxwell. He agrees.
But this is one of the best. I think it's the people that run it.
Volunteers say as long as there's a need, there will be an Andrews Food Pantry.
Summer days have been hot and they're only getting hotter. But right now you can see many people are enjoying a dip in the pool, and the manager says it has been nothing but busy here.
We stay pretty full all the time. Today is an unusually slow day. We've got about 300 people here today.
Since 1985, this facility has been a key attraction in Andrews.
So it's been rocking since then and going great.
And each decade, the park just gets better and better. Just 2 years ago, City Council approved renovations, slides, a pirate ship, climbing wall, and a kiddie splash area for the young ones.
Try to have the safest facility that we can provide.
With 19 guards on staff and 7 on stand, constant alertness is an essential factor of safety for pool manager Mike Waldman.
Our guards have been fantastic this year.
This water park is a high traffic zone and popular summer spot, so lifeguards are always on their toes.
We've got a lot of people coming in from Seminole, Odessa, Midland, Hobbs, Eunice. We've had some people come down from Lubbock.
With a price of just $1 for a refreshing dip in the pool, this Andrews Oasis is difficult to beat.
Come on out and enjoy the day. It's going to be great.
Reporting from the Splash Park in Andrews, I'm Brianna Gallegos, CBS 7 News.